Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections presented by Academy for the Soul. I'm your host, Sophie Bidard, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections, together with Christel Hughes, founder of Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts. Graceful Connections is an adventure of exploration, discovery, healing, liberation, growth, and truthful expression, which is facilitated, amplified, magnified, and blessed really with grace. As graceful connections are woven between you and our expert speakers, your graceful guides into living your divine radiance. So thank you for being with me today, bringing your unique vibration, colors, and energetic imprint, without which something would be missing. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace and for your willingness to live your divine radiance. So let's begin. I invite you to relax and take a few deep breaths. Breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. Let's bring all of your attention and your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. I invite you to open your heart and be ready to receive. And to open your mind and be ready to receive. Remembering your connection to the center, to the heart of the earth, and your connection to the center, to the heart of the universe. So that you are held, both grounded and suspended. You are safe, relaxed, and ready, and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe, and placing the orb of grace around our group, our gathering, each and every one of us. That we be held in the orb of grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so, in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Now within the orb of grace, I'm delighted to welcome you to a special call of live intuitive readings I'm offering to you today. That's right. On this Radiant Monday, I am your expert speaker, your graceful guide to living your divine radiance. And I'm delighted to be with you. I'll be doing intuitive readings on the karmic entanglements of competition, And I want to mention the Aquarian Readiness Masterclass I offered a couple of weeks ago. If you missed it, make sure to catch up with the replay. You have the link on your webcast page. You have the link on your replay page as well. We explored Aquarian readiness. I guided an Aquarian fitness checkup process in the Orb of Truth, reviewing where you are at successively with separation, fragmentation, disconnection, competition, and standardization. And I offer the gift of a power claiming key, a mantra of the heart. So for the replay, again, you have the link on your webcast and on your replay pages. So to request your reading right now, to come on the line with me, press *2 on your phone or click raise hand on the webcast, or you can place your request in the Q&A box on the web. The question to ask for your reading is, where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in my aura? So while you do that, raising your hand or putting your request in the Q&A box, before we get started, I want to share the highlights about competition. Competition, this is what prevents you from fully stepping into the Aquarian paradigm of union, collaboration, and synergy. And competition holds you in loops and patterns of struggle, fighting for your share of what is perceived as limited resources, limited opportunities, limited time and space. Compulsion to be first and to be number one. Measurement, judgment, comparing yourself with others and comparing others between themselves as well, just comparison. Comparing. Limitation consciousness. Stress, fear, insecurity, possibly even paranoia to some degree. Mistrust of others, mistrust of yourself. Domination, manipulation, control. And you may experience being stuck in these loops and patterns of competition with others in the family, friendship, work, community. Competition between different aspects of yourself, creating inner conflict. Maybe even competition with the divine. Does everything have to be in your own terms, in your own time? Now, karmic entanglements of competition are very persistent, holding you trapped in loops and patterns because they are rooted in all three lines of your past timeline, genealogical maternal line, and genealogical paternal line. And from these three lines, they form a stress web attached in your aura, which is how they impact you in this lifetime. So this is what the readings are about today. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition in your aura? And the awareness you will gain with these readings is key to your liberation. And it is time to embrace, to own, to express your uniting, collaborative, synergistic Aquarian self. So let's get started with the readings. There are many requests. That's wonderful. Thank you all for your interest. I'll do my best to get everyone served. Let's set this intention. And for that purpose, you're welcome, as always, to make yours a reading that is offered to someone else. If it touches you, if it resonates with you, if it triggers you as well, if it gives you shivers or a knowing, then that's for you as well. And in that way, for sure, everyone is going to be served today. And to support our readings today, our accessing and receiving truth, I call in the Lipika. The Lipika, they are the celestial beings who have the role of being the scribes of karma. All right, so now the stage is set. Let's get started with the readings. I'll take the live callers to begin and then go to the Q&A, and then we'll go back and forth. So first let's go to Minneapolis with Jill. Unmuting you, Jill. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jill. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going through quite a healing process. I've got some swelling going down my left arm. My left arm is encountered all kinds of trauma throughout my life. I've broken my arm. I've injured my elbow. I've broken my wrist. And now I am dealing with I've been diagnosed with breast cancer in my left breast. I'm wondering if you can give me a reading to tell me what kind of karmic entanglements of competition are attached to and are in my aura.
Yes, I will read for you where they are attached in your aura. Okay, thank you, Jill. Okay, all right, you're welcome. Thank you. So tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Jill? Okay, going straight to your heart center. Putting pressure on your heart center, it puts a lot of stress to your heart to have to compete or believe that you have to compete. Or I'm hearing having to compete for love, having to place yourself in the front row for love, even maybe for divine love, right? So as if there wasn't divine love for everyone, which you know, and we all know mentally and logically that there is divine love for everyone, but we all have some, weird beliefs anchored in the past, sometimes in very ancient past. And so this stress web is wrapped around your heart center, squeezing, putting pressure there, and that's where you want to clear this, and that's how it's impacting your heart. Okay.
I can physically feel my heart to feel pressure in my chest.
Yeah, absolutely. I can feel that too. It came straight very clearly, and because it wants to be signaled to you, and because it's time to bring relief to your heart, right? You have a lot going on. You're on a healing journey, and I suppose that your higher self decided that you don't need, in addition, to be in a rat race that makes no sense, right? Competing for divine love, it may mentally, logically, it makes no sense at all. So you need to get this out of your system so that you can be your heart can be more relaxed and present to what you have to deal with, which is present, right?
Right.
That makes sense?
It does, yes.
Okay. So that's how it's unfolding for you, Jill. So stay along. I'll talk a bit later on about the workshop that I'm offering on Thursday, clearing these karmic entanglements of competition. So you want to hear about this, how this can help you, support you with this clearing, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Jill. Blessings. Thank you. All right. Going straight to the heart. Right away. I'm sensing that many hearts. So, as I said in the beginning, if it resonates for you, if your heart feels pressured or is cringing as you hear the reading for Jill, that's for you as well. And it does make sense, doesn't it, that our hearts don't want to compete. Our hearts don't feel like competing. It's not something of the heart. It's not the essence of the heart to be in a competition, right? So we'll see what comes through for everyone's readings, but it certainly does affect the heart, and many hearts, Jill's heart, and many hearts as well. Okay, so let's go now to Bend, Oregon with Jyoti. Unmuting you, Jyoti.
Good morning, Sophie.
Good
Thank
morning.
You for taking my call. Good morning.
You're welcome.
I made it to a call. Could you do the reading for me on
Sure.
karmic entanglements on the competition one.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Jyoti. So tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? All right, so for you, Jyoti, wrapped around your throat. Okay, there's a lot of interference. I'm going to mute you. Okay. Wrapped around your throat, squeezing there. And it's, at the same time, it's putting pressure, obstructing your breathing, right? And I'm seeing like when someone is running like a maniac, and then they're out of breath, right? So it gives this effect of being out of breath, your breathing being obstructed, out of being in the rat race, right? Having to run, compete, be first. And your breathing is obstructed is either literally, it may be the case actually, or symbolically, that right, that you don't feel, or your energy system doesn't get the prana, the life force that it needs to be functioning optimally. Okay, so that's where it's placed for you, Jyoti. Let me see if there's anything else coming there. No, that's it. That's what's coming for you, Jyoti, and where you want to clear this. So let me unmute you now. See how this resonates for you.
Thank you, Sophie. That's right on and really helpful information. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, thank you, Jyoti. Blessings. Yeah, throat wants to be free as well. Oof, that's very intense. Again, the intensity may be that, well, it is very clear for Jyoti, but it may resonate for many others as well. That's what I'm sensing. So, okay, let's go now to Hudson Valley with Marianne. Let me unmute you, Marianne. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Marianne. Welcome.
Hi. Just asking, where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in my aura?
Yeah, thank you, Marianne. Tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Okay, there's also some interference. I'm going to mute you as well, Marianne, while I do the reading. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Marianne? So for you, Marianne, going to your power center, it's some weight. It's like wrapped around the front of your power center, and it carries weight, and it's weighing on your power center, and it's kind of bringing your whole body down. Imagine if you had like a big belt with something in front right there, right in the middle of the abdomen, with something really heavy there, and you have to carry this, and it's exhausting. It brings you down, and it brings your power center down, because your power center is busy carrying this heavy weight instead of being available to give power, right, and to flow the energy as it is supposed to be. Okay, so that's where it's happening. And if you actually feel a weight in your body, in your abdomen, maybe in your gut system and everything, that's at least that resonates with this. Okay, so let me unmute you now, Marianne.
Totally. Hello?
Totally. Yeah.
Totally makes sense. Yes. Yeah. I'm in a chemo treatment now. I had one a week ago. So my stomach and my digestion and the whole power center is just like completely shot right now.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And
yeah.
so
it's bogged down completely.
And with that, if there's any element in which you see that you compare yourself, compare your healing journey in any way, right? Even in subtle ways, looking at others, how are they doing, this one, that one, or any other way that you have an impulse of or a compulsion of competition, then it tends to aggravate what is going on with the chemo treatment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to, well, as long as you go through the chemo, I know that there are some side support that can help you, right, in different ways to alleviate the symptoms and everything. But you also want to take care of any energetic interference from some ways of being that you have that are toxic, that just aggravate it. You want to get that out of the way. So this is one, right? Competing, comparing, yeah. All of this, you don't need, I mean, you don't need that in general, but now, right now, even less, right? Even less than, okay. Because you need to be present to your healing journey, right? Your own healing journey, and be free from this. It's actually nonsensical of all this comparison and competing and everything, right? When we really look at it. So you need to get the nonsense out of your system, out of your energetic system, so that you can be available for what is crucial right now, right?
Makes sense. Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right. So again, for you also, Marianne, stay on the call, and I'll talk about the workshop happening on Thursday. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you. Blessings to you, Marianne. Thank you.
Thank you. Blessings.
Yeah. Blessings. Okay. All right. Well, again, this one is intense. There's intensity for Marianne. It may also resonate for many others, right? If you feel a weight, if you feel that you're carrying a weight in your abdomen, in your power center, right? Is your power being hijacked by the compulsion to compete instead of your power being available for you to be uniquely you, right? And to fuel your being. If that resonates with you, if you feel the heaviness in your power center as you were hearing the reading for Marianne, then that's for you as well. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, going to Uxbridge with Cindy. Unmuting you, Cindy. Hello. Hi, Cindy. I cannot hear you. Hi, Cindy. All right, I can't hear you, Cindy. So I'm going to do your reading since you have your hand raised anyway. I know what you want. You want a reading, so let me do this. Okay, and I hope you can hear, even though we cannot hear you. And, oh, here you are. Okay.
Oh, am I on?
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm on a new device. Can you
Okay.
please read for me, Sophie? Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in my aura?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, glad to have you. Glad to have you
Thank
on
you.
the line. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so tuning in with your higher self, Cindy, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? So back to the heart center, being very squeezed. This stress web is wrapped around the center of your heart center, wrapped very tightly, squeezing your heart, right? And putting pressure on it and your heart, like your heart really, as came earlier, I believe it was with Jill, yes, that the heart doesn't want to be, doesn't love being in competition and is being pressured to play the game of competition, and I'm hearing really hates it, right?
Yeah.
And it puts a pressure that is very well, it feels very unpleasant. It's very, it's very toxic to the heart, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So that's where you want to clear this. Okay.
Okay.
Does that
Wonderful.
resonate, Cindy?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Blessings. I'm glad I got you on the line. Thank you,
Yes,
Cindy.
me as
Blessings.
well.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, everyone. I did all the live callers. If anyone else wants to come on the line, raise your hand, press *2 on the phone, or click raise hand. For now, I'm going to the Q&A. We have many requests in the Q&A. So let's go do this. So let's go to New York with Sherwood. Tuning in with you, Sherwood. Thank you for your request. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Sherwood? All right, back to the power center, wrapped around the front of your power center, and like very widely, it's like widely spread around the whole of your front of your abdomen, and it's pressing it inside. It's putting pressure in a way that it's pressing your power center inside, pushing it inside, pushing it. Yeah. Trying to shut it down, actually, trying to shut it down. So what that shows, what that means is that your power is not available. Your power is again hijacked by the competition game, right? The game of competition, whatever is the competition in question, or that whatever way of or context of competition it is about. Your higher self would rather have you free from competing and available, and use your power for other purposes, because you have great power, Sherwood, and your great power is meant to serve much higher purposes than competing. And I guess I can hear that's the message that your higher self wants you to hear through this reading, and through doing the clearing this stress web from the power center, clearing these karmic entanglements of competition. Okay, so thank you, Sherwood. Blessings. All right, going to Pittsburgh with Patricia. So tuning in with you, Patricia, with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? So for you, Patricia, going to the end of spine, the root chakra, wrapped around the root chakra, and I'm hearing it. I'm not safe if I am not in the race, if I'm not competing. Like I have to be. It's a sense of having to be in the competition game, otherwise you're out, and out is not safe, which is obviously a strange construction of beliefs, right? But what it actually does is, instead of keeping you safe, it puts pressure on your root chakra, and instead of being safe, naturally safe, and safe in your life, the sense of safety is under pressure and is diminished. Okay, with this obligation, it's an obligation to compete, and it's a whole construction of unfounded beliefs, right? That need to be dismantled and cleared so that you can be safe. You don't have to compete to be safe, right? You just have to be and be safe with your strong, powerful, healthy power center, free from the pressure. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this, Patricia. Thank you. Blessings to you. Okay. Next, we are going to San Jose with Kathy. So tuning in with you, Kathy, with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Going for you to the sacral chakra, second chakra, wrapped around the front of your sacral chakra, and what I'm hearing is it's about impacting your one-on-one relationships, whether intimate or not. It can be also with friends or work, but one-on-one, right? And especially in the context, like the competition, the comparing seems to be in the background of your one-on-one relationships. Like there seems to be a constant or almost constant background noise of questioning or measuring, are they better than me, are they doing better than me, are they more advanced than me, are they this, are they more, right? In your one-on-one relationships, there is this ongoing comparing and trying to measure, and it's really very disruptive to the health of your sacral chakra, that instead of being available for free creation and flow, right, and also healthy relationships, one-on-one relationships, it's trapped in this competing, comparing, kind of ongoing, constant. That's what I'm being shown. It's like a constant measurement, comparison in the one-on-one. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this stress web of the karmic entanglements of competition, Kathy. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Blessings. Now we're going to La Porte with Gail. So tuning in with your higher self, Gail. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Gail? Heart center. Towards the bottom of your heart center, it's like a weight attached to the bottom of your heart center, the lower part of your heart center, and pulling it down, right? This weight, carrying the weight, what I'm hearing is your heart, carrying the weight of having to compete. It's pulling it down. It's weighing down on your heart that's being pulled down. And it's so heavy. It's so heavy to the heart, the weight of having to compete, right? So that's where it's placed for you, this stress web, Gail, and where you want to clear it. Okay, so again, everyone, stay with me. I'm gonna be doing more readings, and then we'll talk about the workshop, clearing the karmic freedom from karmic entanglements of competition, and then I'll do more readings. Okay, so stay along to discover how we're gonna do this clearing and bring freedom, liberation, and freedom to everyone who joins. Okay, thank you, Gail. Blessings. All right, going to Kodiak, Alaska, with Carolina. So tuning in with your higher self, Carolina. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, going down the legs, and I thought it was around the knees, but no, it's wrapped around your feet, which is interesting, and wrapped around your feet in such a way that it's sticking your feet to the ground and holding your feet to the ground. And what I heard is your feet are saying they don't want to run. They don't want to run. They just don't want to partake. And yet somehow they have to, or you have to, but your feet especially, they are tired of running. They find it nonsensical. Running, whether or both, literally and symbolically, right? Being on the run and just having to always go, be first, and your feet are saying they don't want to run anymore. Right? And so that's where they want to be free to move at their own pace and in their own direction, and free to move in a way that is of service to the divine and highest good of all, not to be running like a maniac in the competition, right? So that's where it's showing up for you, very specific, very interesting, Carolina, and that's where you want to clear this stress web. Okay. Thank you, Carolina. Blessings. All right, going to Melbourne with Barbara. So tuning in with your higher self, Barbara. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Power center, okay, wrapped around your power center, more like the center of your power center, kind of squeezing it and pressing, like compressing your power in a ball that is wrapped in this stress web of the karmic entanglements. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this stress web, Barbara. Now, it does make sense, right, that even though obviously the stress web may be attached somewhere else, as we can see, but it can be very common that it is attached to the power center, right? Because it's kind of the competition is again hijacking the power, using the power for something else than what it would be purely intended to. Okay, so for you, Barbara, center of the power center. Okay, thank you, Barbara. Blessings. Okay, let me check. Okay, here is a hand raised. I was going to check. Yes, so going to North Carolina with Phoenix. Hello.
Hello, this is Phoenix.
Hello. Yes, welcome,
Hello.
Phoenix. Yes.
Thank you. Where
You're
are my
welcome.
karmic entanglements placed in my aura that are competing?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. All right. Where are the karmic entanglements? Yes, of competition attached in your aura. It was showing up before I asked the question, but I like to ask the question anyway. Make sure that we answer the right question. Where it's showing up is in heart center, but it's a very specific point in your chest, slightly on the right side, and it's like putting pressure, pressing very hard, um, like pushing, pressing, right? It's as if all the pressure of competition is gathered in one spot, one point, and is pressing there, almost like a needle, though it's not as sharp as a needle. It's a bit bigger, wider than a needle, but or if I would put my finger on your chest there and I would press hard, that's kind of the pressure that it makes, right? So it's like all the pressure of competition is gathering in one area and pressing your heart very hard, right? And it's very uncomfortable. It's very distracting to your heart as well, because your heart keeps going to that area and trying to get rid of this, right? It's disturbing. It's distracting, disturbing. It's painful to the heart. Whether you feel it physically or not, your energetic heart feels very disturbed by this. Okay?
I do have a lot of anxiety. Interesting. What does that mean? I wonder.
Well, if you have a lot of anxiety, there may be other roots to your anxiety, but having to compete, a compulsion to compete certainly adds to the anxiety, right? It's like, yeah, you know. So that's like if you remove this whole layer and this pressure that is very condensed, very concentrated, do that and see where you are at with the anxiety, right? It for sure it contributes. So there may be other layers, and if you need to work layer by layer, at least this is one layer that contributes, and that your higher self is pointing to this, that wants to be free. Okay.
Wanting to be free, I can relate to that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Certainly so. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix.
Okay.
You're in the right place. Thank you. Blessings. Yeah.
Blessings.
I can't wait for the day when we'll be free from competition. And from what I've observed, when I started working on this theme of the karmic entanglements of competition, is I've observed to what degree it is built up within us, that we are not even aware of it, right? Sometimes, maybe to some degree we are aware of it, but there's a degree to which we are not aware of it, and it's like our body gets started, right, to be the first, or we get excited to be first, and then when we really think about it, do we really care? Does it really matter? It's like there's such a fake excitement, but it is so built into our whole energy, our whole being, our whole DNA, right? It's coded in our DNA in a very toxic way, right? And it needs to be disentangled, decoded, disencoded, and unweaved, right? We need to pull this out of our system and to be free. And so thank you, Phoenix, for claiming that you want to be free, and thank you everyone on the call and on the replay. That's why you're here, I suppose, right? So I guess that this resonates for you, this wanting to be free. So with that, let me go back to the readings. Yes, going to Belgium with Joanne. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you will recognize yourself. Joanne, Sean. I will say Joanne. Okay. So tuning in with your higher self, Joanne, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, go into the area in where the rib cage ends at the center, right? So right in between the heart and the power center. And this is where the stress web is placed and pressed, is putting pressure there, pressing there. And this pressure tends to disrupt the connection between your heart and your power center. Okay, that not only creating disconnect between them, but I'm hearing even to the point that like it's so disrupting that it ends up having your power center and your heart having to compete with one another, which makes no sense, right? And they are meant to be in synergy. So that's, typical example of how twisted it can get, right? Now not only are they disconnected, so you don't benefit, your whole energy system loses the benefit of them being in harmony, in connection, and in mutual support and mutually nurturing, feeding one another. But now they are competing with one another. So you want to clear this. Your higher self wants you to clear this, Joanne. And if anyone else resonates with that area, heart and power center competing, that's kind of nuts, right? But when we think of it, it can very well happen. Absolutely, that's what's going on here. Okay, thank you, Joanne. Blessings. All right, going now to Australia with Katrina. Thank you, Katrina. Katrina said, I have constantly compared myself to others my whole life to the point that it stopped me from living my life in a lot of ways because I'm feeling like I can't measure up to what I compare myself, but I wish I could. Yes, the whole comparison, we need to unplug it and to remove the wiring of comparing that is so embedded right within us. So with that, thank you for sharing, Katrina, tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Yes, going straight to your throat, front of your throat, squeezing there very tightly, choking you, obstructing your breathing, your expression, your voice, your expression with your voice, but ultimately your expression through your life, the expression of who you are as a being, the expression just through your presence, through your life. All of this is being obstructed, pressured and obstructed. And this is where you want to clear these karmic entanglements, the stress web. Okay, Katrina, very clear. It came very clear straight to the throat. And it may resonate again with many others, right? Because I feel the intensity of this that resonates through the audience. Okay, thank you, Katrina. Blessings. All right, going to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, with Susan. Tuning in with you, higher self, Susan. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Going to your power center, center of the abdomen. Pressing there, wrapped around the front of your power center, pressing in a way that it feels sickening. It's nauseous. The presence of this stress web of the karmic entanglements of competition wrapped around there, it brings a nauseous feeling. It's sickening, right? So that's where you want to clear this stress web and set you free, Suzanne. Okay, Yeah, and I'm hearing just the thought of participating the competition game is sickening, right? But as long as it's attached there, these karmic entanglements are attached, and you're wrapped in these entanglements. Well, you are in the compulsion, and and you're trapped in these sickening feelings. Okay, so. Thank you, Suzanne. It may, again, it may resonate with many, the sickening feeling, right? Like, I want to be done with this. Feels so sick and yet so compulsive, right? So if it does feel sick to you and compulsive, it's time to clear it. It's time to, liberate your power center, your whole being. Get out of this sickness of competition. Okay? All right. Thank you, Suzanne. Blessings. Going to Germany with Veronique. Tuning in with your higher self, Veronique, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? All right. going to your higher heart, actually, Veronique. So the higher part of your power center, the higher heart, the thymus, right, between the center of the heart center and the throat. Where there is the higher heart, and it's putting pressure on your higher heart, and it's disqualifying, dismissing it. It's really making so much noise there that it's so difficult to access the higher heart, and for your higher heart to emanate its beautiful loving essence, right? So that's where, and I feel like gently tapping there. That's what I'm doing right now. It may also resonate with many who are listening, so you can gently tap there, bringing some gentle vibrations there to your higher heart. But ultimately what you want to do is to clear these karmic entanglements and set your higher heart free, your higher heart and your whole being, right? So that's where it's happening for you, where it's attached for you, Veronique. Okay, thank you. Blessings to you. All right. Now I have Maya. I don't have the location, but it is Maya, Maya. So I hope you'll recognize yourself, Maya. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Maya? All right, power center, the upper part of your power center, and I'm being shown like if you have a ball, like a ball or a balloon, and you press it on the top, right? And you press it and it, put pressure, right? That's what it's like if you imagine your power center as a ball and it's being pressed at the top, right? So it's compressing, pressuring, putting pressure and pushing it down, trying to put it down, right? So trying to dismiss your power center, your power. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this stress web, Maya. Thank you. Blessings. Okay, we're doing good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, going to, let me see, where are we? Chester Basin with AJ. All right. Tuning in with your higher self, AJ, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, going straight to the heart center, center of the heart center? It's wrapped around the very center and wrapped very tightly, squeezing very hard, putting a hard pressure there. And what I'm being shown is the chunk of your heart center that's trapped within this stress web that's putting pressure on it is resisting the pressure and has to resist so hard that it becomes hard. So it feels so hard, and not only it's trapped, but it has to turn. Like when you resist something pushing you or someone pushing you, you have to make your muscles and your presence hard, right? So that's what this chunk of your heart center, not only it's trapped and being pressured, but in response, it's hardening. And it really doesn't feel good to it, but that's the only response it has found. And actually the ultimate response is to free it, to set it free from this pressure. Right. All right. Thank you, AJ. Blessings. And I wanted to say how interesting it is to me that most of the readings, I get the indication before even having asked the question, what it shows to me is your higher selves of everyone, pretty much everyone so far, your higher self are so eager to signal very clearly and so eager for you to set yourself free. It really shows me to what degree this competition is so nonsensical, and your higher selves know, and it's kind of screaming for liberation, right? So I find it very interesting. Because it's not always the case, right? Not always the case when doing the readings that it comes, like all the readings are screaming, pretty much. So that's very interesting. And I love it, I must say. I love that there's such a deep desire of your beings and of your higher self, desire for and longing for liberation. So let's do that. Well, let me bounce on this. I'll come back to doing more readings, but let's bounce on this longing and eagerness for liberation. Let me talk about the special offer that I've created. So to follow, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/Aquarian3, or if you're on the webcast, click the button or the link for Aquarian Liberation. If you're on the replay, just scroll down the page. So the special offer is Aquarian Liberation Workshop Series. It's a series of 5 workshops which you can purchase as a bundle for an amazing price and value. That's option 1. Option 1 is the 5 workshops as a bundle, or you can pick and choose each workshop individually. And each workshop operates according to the same protocol, clearing the karmic entanglements which are holding you trapped in these loops and patterns and hold the emotional load and mental constructs in place. So the protocol that we use in these workshops is very thorough, very systematic. First, we create the crystalline chamber of light, which is our safe, sacred space for healing and transformation, liberation. We call Archangel Michael to bring his power to the clearing and the liberation. We call on the Lipika, the scribes of karma, with whom we are working with already today, and they bring their guidance and support to our workshops, and also bringing an orb of truth for revelation. And we clear the karmic entanglements in the aura. So that's where you're receiving where you're reading the reading you're receiving today, where it indicates, that's where you're going to clear it in your aura. But also we clear in your past timeline, in your genealogical maternal line, in your genealogical paternal line, collecting the pearls of wisdom, clearing the residue. Now, as we clear these karmic entanglements, there are treasures of wisdom that are liberated. Each string of the karmic entanglements in your past timeline, genealogical, maternal, and paternal lines, each string holds a precious karmic lesson which is required for your soul's journey to take back its course. And collecting these karmic lessons really brings a meeting, a reunion with your divine self. The opportunity that was missed back then when the karmic entanglements were created is recovered now. And this is what allows the liberation from these entanglements, these loops and entrapments. And then we complete our healing and liberation with an illumination with pure, bright, vibrant rainbow light and a power claiming key for your intentions to embrace and embody the Aquarian values. So not only are you free from those karmic entanglements, but you set yourself on a whole new higher vibrational trajectory. And also you become a model for others, a model of the true Aquarian. And your ability to tap into and embody and emanate oneness, wholeness, connectedness, collaboration, synergy, and celebrated uniqueness. This inspires others, showing them what is possible, being the living proof of the Aquarian paradigm in action. So our next workshop is coming this Thursday, April 4th, and it is Freedom from Karmic Entanglements of Competition, leading you into union, collaboration, and synergy. And then the next workshop, the following Thursday, will be Freedom from Karmic Entanglements of Standardization into Celebrated Uniqueness. You also have already available Freedom from Karmic Entanglements of Separation into Oneness. Freedom from Karmic Entanglements of Fragmentation into Wholeness. And freedom from karmic entanglements of disconnection into connectedness. Now you can join the one coming this Thursday from competition into union, collaboration, synergy, or you can join the whole series. If you're interested in more than 2 workshops, then the highest value is in the full bundle. Right? For those workshops that have already happened in the last couple of weeks, you get the replay immediately as soon as you purchase. And then I invite you to work with the replay just as you would work with a live call, right? Scheduling your preparation and your workshop, setting dedicated time aside in your schedule, during which you will be undisturbed, uninterrupted for an hour and a half, which is the duration of each workshop. So you recreate the experience of a live workshop and you gain the same effects and outcomes. So I really invite you to benefit from this 5 workshop series to bring on your Aquarian power. Now, last note, prior to the workshop, to each workshop, right, along with each workshop, you receive by email precise, detailed instructions on how to best prepare for the clearing, gaining an in-depth awareness of the karmic entanglements that you will be liberated from in that workshop. And this preparation allows you to gain the deepest possible liberation in the smoothest possible way. So the sooner you join, the more time you have for your preparation. So I hope you'll join me. You have 2 and even 3 payment options. And again, the greatest value is in the bundle of 5 workshops. If you want more than 2 workshops, you better get the full series. I've been really divinely prompted to make this accessible to as many as possible so that we do great radical work of healing, liberation, transformation together, bringing forth the Aquarian paradigm paradigm through our embodiment and our modeling of it for others. All right, so now everyone knows what we're all about on Thursday and what's happening on Thursday and where to get your ticket, right? Get on board. And now let's go on to do more readings. Okay, so where did I stop? Okay, let me see who is the next. Who is the next request? Deborah in Healdsburg, California. Okay, I'm writing down to keep track of whom I gave a reading to. All right, thank you, Deborah. Tuning in with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay. Going to the back of your heart center, Deborah. Putting pressure on the back of your heart center. And there's what I heard getting there, what I heard is backstab. It's like the sense of by participating the competition, you are backstabbing yourself. Like this competition game is a backstabbing to your heart. That's how your heart feels it. So not only this stress web is putting pressure there, but there's this effect of backstabbing yourself, right? So that feels really uncomfortable and feels really toxic actually to the back of your heart. So that's where you want to clear this, Deborah. Okay, thank you. Blessings. Next, going to Fremont, California with Gail. Let me see. Yes, that's Gail. Gayle. Okay, so thank you, Gail, tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, wrapped around your hips, I'm seeing like a thick layer of this stress web, and it's like a belt, but like a heavy belt, right? And it feels heavy, and it also puts pressure there, but it's more the heaviness. And it's like, imagine if you had, well, a belt with weights, like, I don't know, lead or something, and it feels so heavy that all your legs are, it's exhausting to your legs. Your legs can hardly stand, right? And it's just so exhausting, right? And that's where it needs to. And plus, it's preventing your freedom of movement, right? Your legs are just so exhausted that rather just not move and try to carry the weight, but not even minimize the movement. And there certainly is a restriction in your freedom of movement, right? You're not free to go where you want to go or where the divine wants you to go. It's like the competition game is dictating you and weighing on you in that way. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this. Gail, thank you. Blessings. Going to Switzerland with Sabina. Thank you, Sabina. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, around your heart center of your heart center, Sabina? And what I'm being shown is that to a large degree, you are not in the competition. You are free from the competition, but there's still some pressure. And what I'm hearing is it's societal pressure, and your heart feels pressured by society. The way society corners you, forces you in some ways to compete. It puts pressure on your heart that your heart really doesn't like it, really doesn't like it. So you want to free your heart, but you want to also free yourself from this societal pressure. Right? You want to be immune, to be disconnected from it. That, well, society can say what it wants, whatever it wants. It doesn't have to apply to you, right? But as long as you are, if only to some degree, entangled in it, and it kind of in a insidious way, penetrating way, it comes within, and it's polluting, despite your knowing better than that. Okay, so it's very insidious the way it's taking hold of your heart in that way. Okay, thank you, Sabina. Blessings. All right, going now to Ankara in Turkey with Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Back to the root center, root chakra, end of the spine. There's a compulsion having to be in the competition, or it's same as it came earlier with someone else. This belief that you're only safe if you're in the competition, but the competition, the stress web is pressuring your root center and is not actually not allowing you to be safe. It's a false sense of safety, right? Of being in the system, like the system, and being in the system requiring to play the game, be in the competition, being in the system keeps you safe is the belief. But it's actually robbing the true safety from your root chakra being free and strong and healthy, right? So you want to clear this stress web from your root chakra, Bonnie. All right. Thank you. Blessings. Going to Longyearbyen, South Africa with Carol. Thank you, Carol. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, wrapped around your knees. I see your knees tied together with this stress web wrapped around your knees. And as I was coming there to witness, to notice, I heard my hands are tied, but that's the expression, when we say my hands are tied, is like I have no choice, right? It's an obligation, my hands are tied, but for you, it's my knees are tied, but your knees are tied with that same notion that your hands are tied, just it applies to your knees. So it's kind of a bit tricky, but I hope it makes sense to you. Now, being wrapped around your knees, it greatly diminishes your ability to move freely, right? Knees bring flexibility and freedom of movement, right? And it's like your knees are just stuck, and plus there's this sense of obligation, right? My hands are tied, but it's my knees. So that's what's coming through for you, Carol. It's kind of very specific. I hope it makes sense to you. And in any case, that's where the stress web is attached, and that's where you want to clear it. All right. Thank you, Carol. Blessings. Okay. Going to Madrid in Spain with Trisha. Thank you, Trisha. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Trisha? Root chakra, same thing as came earlier. It's interesting, this false sense of security that being in the competition, being in the rat race, being in the system offers a false sense of security that actually ends up affecting your root chakra and disabling the pure, natural, healthy sense of security that comes from a free root and strong root chakra. So you want to liberate your root chakra, Trisha, from this stress web. Okay, that's putting pressure there and giving a false sense of security. Okay, all right, thank you, Trisha. Blessings. Okay, just checking where we are, how we are doing. We're doing good. We're doing good. I think we're going to get everyone served today, literally. So let's go on. Going to Hobart with Linda. Thank you, Linda. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, center of your power center. Really concentrated on the center of the abdomen. It's like a punch, right? If someone would punch you in the stomach, like, poor, that's kind of the effect. Like, it's pressuring, it's pressing, it's painful, and it's pushing your power center inwards, disqualifying your power center. That's where you want to clear these stress web and these karmic entanglements of competition. Okay, thank you, Linda. Blessings. All right, going to Montreal with Noel. Thank you, Noel. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Okay, wrapped around your right leg. I'm seeing like the whole leg being wrapped into this stress web that's holding the leg trapped and it's tight enough that it's preventing your knee from bending, and it's all it makes movement very difficult. You're not free to go where you want to go. You're kind of stuck. Even though your left leg is free, well, your right leg is kind of stuck in place, and you end up being stuck in place, right? And this competition and karmic entanglements of competition are holding you stuck in place by being wrapped up there around your right leg. So I don't know if you're having any physical symptom or sensations or anything at all going with your physical right leg, but it's very clear that that's where maybe it is only symbolically, but that it's very meaningful and showing me how it's keeping you stuck in place, okay, preventing you from moving. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this, Noel. Thank you. Blessings to you, Noel. Going to Indianapolis with Renee. So thank you, Renee. Tuning in with your higher self, Renee. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Renee? Second chakra, sacral chakra, wrapped around, all around, front and back, like I'm seeing, wrapped around your hips and front and back of the sacral chakra, affecting your one-on-one relationships. You find yourself competing, possibly in romantic relationships, possibly with siblings. And if you have several siblings, you would be in competition with one and the other. Like, it's really one-on-one competition. It's not one to the mass or to a group or what. It's one-on-one competing, comparing where they're at. A lot of comparison, measuring anxiousness in where are they? Am I catching up? Am I? It's a lot of noise, and it's so disruptive to your sacral chakra. Would like to be free and available, to be creative, not to be busy in this competition. Okay, so that's where you want to clear this stress web, Renee, of the karmic entanglements of competition. Okay, going to Florida with Jennifer. Okay. I just quickly read through what you shared. Ready to clear them? Yes. Well, let's see. Love to have a reading. Yes. Thank you, Jennifer. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Root chakra. It's again, okay, is it the third or fourth time the root chakra comes, and every time I hear this same thing, the false sense of safety, of being in the system, being in the game, being in the competition, but actually being trapped in the system, in the competition, in the game. And it is a false sense of safety. It's luring us, it's tricking us, right? It's manipulating us. So that's where you want to clear the stress web. Root chakra, Jennifer. Okay, end of your spine, it's wrapped around there. It's putting pressure there. Yeah, pressing. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Blessings. Okay, going to Linda in Maple Valley. So that's another Linda. Linda in Maple Valley. Thank you, Linda, tuning in with you. Linda, with your higher self. Connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura? Going straight to the root chakra, same thing, root chakra, false sense of safety. Is it the 5th time it comes? That's really impressive. Yeah. And it may resonate with many of you as well. In addition, whether or not it's your primary location, you will benefit. If you feel the sensations as well as you hear talking about it, you will benefit from clearing it wherever it is attached. It will liberate. Once you're no longer in the compulsion to compete and in this false sense of safety, of having to be in the system to be safe, that's that's a non-truth. That's a non-truth. Okay, so root chakra for you, Linda, end of your spine, that's where you want to clear it. And wonderful, last but not least, going to Boulder with Glenys. Thank you, Glenys. Tuning in with your higher self, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, Glenys? Okay, there's a competition between your root and power center, because it's like one and the other are screaming, but actually, okay, well, let me ask which one of these, which one of the two? Okay, it is actually the power center, even though the root is screaming louder, but your higher self knows it is attached in your power center, right? Front of your power center, center of the abdomen. It is so disruptive to your power, and there's also this effect of being trapped in the false belief in the safety of the system, the competition, and your root is screaming for liberation, even though it's not where it is attached. Your root is being impacted as well. I mean, the whole energy system is impacted, obviously, right? There's the point where it is attached, but the whole energy system is impacted. For you, Glenys, attached on your power center, but your root screams for liberation as well. Okay? So you want to clear, as you clear on the power center, it will benefit your root. It will benefit your whole system, but your root especially. And you will find a whole new sense of safety, not the false sense of safety, but a whole new real sense of safety. Okay, thank you, Glenys. Blessings to you. Okay, checking. All right, Patty, right on time. I was going to say we are done with the reading, so I get you right on time. You're the last request in Wingham, Ontario. Thank you, Patty, tuning in with your higher self, Patty, connecting with the Lipika. Where are the karmic entanglements of competition attached in your aura, going straight to your heart center, being squeezed, being pressured? If you just joined the call, Patty, do listen to the replay, because the heart center came many times for other requests, other readings. So we've had a lot of insights coming through. It is the same for you. Your heart, the heart doesn't love being in the competition, right? And it is feeling trapped. The stress web is wrapped around the center of your heart center, right? Okay. It's wrapped around the whole center of your heart center, front, back, left, right, up, down. But right now, there's an addition, something that came through another reading previously. It's pulsating at the back with this sense of, again, this sense of backstabbing, and your heart wants you to hear this, that in being in the competition, um, agreeing consciously or unconsciously to the competition, your heart experiences it as a backstabbing, as you backstabbing your own heart. So it's wrapped around your whole heart, but there's this special, like a special effect on the back that adds this notion of your heart feeling the backstabbing and really screaming for liberation. Okay, so that's for the last reading, and for you, Patty. Many blessings to you, Patty. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm very glad, very happy that we got every reading request covered, served. I love when it's possible. It's not always possible, but when we can, it is good. So I invite all of you who are Aquarians at heart, who are ready to liberate yourself from competition and to embrace the Aquarian paradigm of union, collaboration, synergy. Join the workshop Freedom from Karmic Entanglements of Competition this Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific, or join the whole Aquarian Liberation Workshop series for the greatest value, so that together with the power of the group, in a typical Aquarian way, we synergize the Aquarian liberation and upgrade ourselves into fully embodied Aquarian pioneers, modeling for others, inspiring them, showing them what is possible and what is desirable. So wrapping up, go to gracefulconnections.com/Aquarian3 or click on the button or the link on your webcast page. If you're on the replay, just scroll down the page. Aquarian Liberation, you have option 1, that's the workshop series with 5 workshops, freedom from karmic entanglements of separation, fragmentation, disconnection, competition, standardization. And option 2 is one single workshop that you pick and choose from the 5 that are offered, and you need to choose option 2D. 2D for Thursday's workshop coming on liberation from competition into union, collaboration, synergy. Okay, workshop 2D. And again, you'll receive by email prior to the workshop the detailed instructions on how to best prepare for your workshop, gaining in-depth awareness of what you're about to liberate yourself from. Now let's take a moment to be present once again to the orb of grace. Allowing it to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have received, discovered, experienced today, allowing it to settle in as we are held in the orb of grace for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by giving gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace and the calling of your Aquarian self to be liberated, embraced, embodied, and modeled for others. Gratitude to Christel Hughes and the Academy for the Soul for offering this platform in which graceful connections grow and expand, impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large, as we fully step into living our divine radiance. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing a safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration. Gratitude for all the grace we are blessed with at every moment, whether we're aware of it or not. It offers all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, the revelations, the realizations that we open our hearts to receive. Gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Until we meet again, many graceful blessings to you all. Thank you, and goodbye now.